Yo, what is going on, guys? In this video, I'm gonna share with you my #1 performing stock right now during this current market crash. Now, before we get into the video, of course, I do wanna say that I am not a financial advisor and this is not investing advice. This is just my opinion and what is currently working for me, what I am doing. I am still learning myself, in fact, but I think that it is cool to see other people's experiences and learn from them as well. So that is exactly what you're gonna see in this video. But always, go to a financial advisor before you make any sort of significant investment with your money. All right, let's get into it. Now, don't get me wrong. This is not to say that my investment portfolio did not take a hit during this entire market crash. Because the truth is, just like many of you guys out there who I'm sure have money put into the stock market, you guys took a massive hit. I took a massive, massive hit on many of my investments because everything right now is just pretty much down. But the thing for me is I'm actually a long-term investor. I'm not really messing around with day trading. So my investments are long-term. And right now with this market being down, and it may go down even further, obviously, this is a chance, I think, for me personally, to take advantage of some extremely discounted stocks. So I'm gonna be keeping an eye on things and I'm gonna be using this as an opportunity. And that's really the biggest thing of this entire thing for me is this is an opportunity for me to make up for lost time because I didn't get into investing until the end of last year. So I really wasn't taking things too seriously. And now it's for me to make up for lost time. So even though there's a massive, massive hit right now going on, it's still going to be a good opportunity, in my opinion, to make a lot of money. And even despite all of this, crazy downward spiral that we're experiencing right now, there is still one stock out of all of this that has made a significant amount of money. And that's what I'm gonna share with you right now in this video, as long as you smash that like button for me. My name is Paul James, and 10 years ago, I dropped out of college and quit my job to pursue a full-time digital marketing career. And over that time, I've done really well for myself. I have a really nice, solid foundation of multiple businesses that earn me a lot of money. I own multiple rental properties. But the problem is I neglected investing. So I'm using this time right now as a way to catch up and get up to speed with what I've missed out on over the years. Now, talking about these stock market videos and investing videos is something new for me. And I got a comment on one of my last videos I did that oh, now suddenly you're a stock market guru overnight. Wow. I'm not saying I'm a stock market guru. I don't know why someone would say that because in fact, in that video, I explained, just like I explained right now, that I'm actually quite new at the stock market and at investing. In fact, what I'm doing on this YouTube channel and sharing my experience is just that. I'm sharing my experience. I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to grow. And I'm trying to share with you guys so that you can follow my journey. You can learn from the mistakes I make. You can learn from things that I did right. And I can learn from you guys because I'm reading comments and I'm seeing comments of people saying lots of things of mistakes that they made and things that they did right. And this is an opportunity for us all to grow. So if you want to follow along with my investing journey, be sure to hit that subscribe button and take the bell notification icon so that I can update you on the next video I post. All right, so in order to fully understand this stock that's performing so well for me, we kind of have to go back in time into basically the timeline of how things went down and how this all happened. So on March 8th, that was the date that Italy placed a massive lockdown on all of their residences. And this news in the US basically made the stock market start to tank. If any of you guys were watching the stock market at this time, things were just kind of going nuts. And this started to get me thinking. I started to think, what are companies or investments that people are going to make in a time like this when they are stuck at home? Okay, so that's kind of what triggered this whole thing and what led me to this particular stock, which I'm gonna share with you right now. So the stock is Zoom. ZM is the ticker symbol for Zoom. Zoom is a video conferencing software. And coincidentally enough, I use Zoom in my digital marketing business. So we use this to meet with potential people that we wanna work with. I use this to meet with SEO and lead generation clients once in a while. I use this to meet with, sometimes if I'm putting together training material, we use it for that. I use it for a lot of things. So I was familiar with the company already, which kind of gave me an edge to think ahead on this and think, you know, what is the one thing, if people are stuck working from home and need to do meetings and they can't leave their house, what is the one thing that they're gonna need? They're gonna need a video conferencing solution, and sometimes things like Skype aren't going to cut it. So that's kind of what led me to think about Zoom. And I also heard from other people in the industry that they were also, like people in the digital marketing industry, that they also, you know, like Zoom is big, it's popular, it's something we should keep an eye on. And then there was a little bit of like future thinking going on. You know, if this happened in Italy, is this coming next for the US? So basically what ends up happening is March 9th, I decide to buy in at $102.87 of this Zoom stock. And I bought quite a lot right away. Now my gut instinct at this time was, again, I'm a long-term investor, so this was more of a gamble stock for me. This isn't something I do very often, but I am glad that I did in this particular scenario. My thinking was, I wanna put maybe like $5,000 into this or $3,000 into this. Originally, I was thinking I'm just gonna smash $5,000 into this because I think this is gonna be a winner. But it was, like I said, a gamble. It was something that was kind of like going to a casino and pushing the spin button. I'm not saying everyone should do this, should do something like this. And in fact, I'm not even saying exactly that you should go and buy Zoom stock right now, because right now the prices are really high for it. But I want to share with you so that you can learn from this experience what happened in a time frame. So I put about $1,300 into it at $102 a share. Then I saw it start to dip even lower. And that's why I actually only put in that much, because I was thinking, man, I'm gonna just kind of wait and see, and if it dips lower, I'm gonna put some more in. And it dipped lower again. I got down to $101. And in fact, I think it might have even went a little bit lower, but that was a pretty low spot for it, and I put in another $700. Okay, so then I sat on that, and the stock shot up to like, I think it shot up to like $110 that day. And I was kicking myself at that point. This was like March 9th. I was kicking myself at that point, wishing I would have just gone with my initial gut instinct, put in more money. So the next day comes March 10th, and I'm monitoring the stock again, and I put in 2 more buy orders at right around $105. Again, I could have made a lot more money had I gone with my initial gut instinct, but you know, that's what I'm learning investing is about. You know, you're not always gonna get the perfect time, but if you're still making money, I mean, it is what it is, right? So I ended up putting in about $1,000 more. So at this point, I am in about $3,000, $3,100 right now. This stock, right now I'm looking, it's actually up almost 30% right now at the time of filming this video. So I may actually change the title of the video and everything, but at this time, that's what it's at, and I am at a profit of about $1,000, so which is pretty insane. Now, for those of you wondering, I use Webull to make all of my trades, which is an app that offers commission-free trading, and it's great for beginners like me, people who are learning, because of the no commission trades. It allows you to kind of like make mistakes without it costing you money on top of it, right? And Webull, actually, I'll put a link in my description. They have something going on right now where they give you 2 free stocks. They give you 1 stock for opening an account, and they give you another stock valued up to $1,400 when you deposit $100 into your account. So it's really a no-brainer. Okay, so here's the time frame of what happens next. March 11th comes, and now Trump starts to announce travel bans. And now stocks are plummeting even more at this point. And honestly, I'm starting to feel really good about my investment in Zoom, because now that this happens, the Zoom stock is not dipping anymore. In fact, it's going up and up and up. And every day, I'm just watching this thing gain momentum and momentum. In fact, I was wishing I would have bought more at this time. I want you to comment below right now. Did you guys buy anything at this time, right around March 11th, once these travel bans were going on? Let me know if you bought anything in the market and what you bought. Because again, I'm learning, other people watching this video are learning. I'm sure there's lots more experienced investors here than me who are gonna have some good things to share. Okay, so fast forward to March 16th, and things for me start to get really crazy. So before March 16th, I was actually in Florida at our rental property. I own a rental property down there that we use for short-term rental for Airbnb, which is taking a massive hit right now because everyone's canceling their vacations. March 16th, I just get home. I literally just get back home to the Midwest here in Wisconsin, and they announced that they are closing the Disney theme parks. At first it was just California, Disneyland, and then it moved over to they're canceling Disney World, and then they're closing down Universal Studios. That's when I knew at that point that I had made a good decision, because Disney does not ever close. I mean, they do not close for basically anything. Once in a while, they'll close down for like hurricanes, or if like the weather is so severe that people can't go outside, but that is pretty much it. We've been going to Disney for like every year for like, I don't know, maybe the past 5 years now, 6 years now. And we stay down there for like 4 months out of the year. And we've never seen anything like this. Like, we've never seen them close. They really don't care. I knew when this was announced and when this happened that we were going to start to see even more, you know, serious repercussions of this entire thing, where more people were gonna follow suit. More businesses were gonna close down, and people were gonna basically be stuck home. And again, the confidence really started to sink in with my decision with the Zoom stock. Now, again, to be clear on this is not the time to buy Zoom right now, in my opinion. You guys can comment below if there's some more experienced investors out there, what you think. I think that Zoom is pretty high right now. I don't know if it's gonna go higher. We'll see. I mean, I've watched it rise a few percent just by watching this video, but you know, markets always fluctuate a little bit. Now is probably not the time to pick up this stock. But it's an important lesson here, and that's why I wanted to share it with you. And the lessons that I learned out of this entire thing is buy based on needs, right? Because I foresaw that there was going to be a big need for this, and my intuition was right, and I followed through with that intuition. And in this particular scenario, I'm glad that I did. Lesson number 2 is buy discounted, right? I took advantage of a massive dip that Zoom had, because they took an initial plummet when that an announcement was going on with Italy, right? They took an initial plummet, and I took advantage of that situation, knowing that I think it was going to go back up, because they were going to be one of the only companies that were able to thrive in a situation like this. And then the number 3 lesson here is to play it safe and buy for long-term holding in most scenarios, because that way minor fluctuations aren't going to matter, because you know, 5 years from now, everything is going to be going up. And no matter pretty much what you buy, things are going to skyrocket up, as long as companies don't go bankrupt, obviously. That would be a totally different scenario. Now, I want you to comment below as well what you think I should do about this Zoom stock that I'm holding right now. Should I sell this? Is this a stock that I should sell? This is one that I'm thinking that maybe it's not a good idea to hold on long term, because maybe this stock is going to be at its peak and I should sell and wait for it to dip again at some point right before people go back to work. Because is this something that when people go back to work, are they no longer going to be using their subscriptions for Zoom, and is that going to affect the stock? I want you to comment below. Let me know what you think. Let me know your experience in the markets and all of that good stuff. And the next lesson here that I learned throughout this entire thing is look at history. Which companies thrived in other crises like this? Like, look back at 2008. What were the companies that did well? All right, guys. So again, I am not a guru here. This is just my opinion on things, what I've been doing. I am a student, I am learning. This is my journey of the entire thing. And again, if you want to follow along with my journey, my investing journey, be sure right now to hit that subscribe button, tick the bell notification icon, and then I will update you the next time I post a video. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching. If you want to learn more about how to invest, I've got a full tutorial on Webull, the app that I use. If you want to go check that out, I will leave a link to it. I'll also leave a link to another video of mine of the 10 stocks that I proceeded to buy during this market crash, and that I've also got my eye on, that I keep them on my watch list because they are companies that I want to hold long term, most of them. All right, guys, we will see you in another video. Thanks for being here. I am Paul James. Peace out.